The basic chorus is at the edge. The Nazis give permission for the Jews of the ghetto to bury people in the basic chorus. It's the only legal reason, one of the only legal reasons for leaving the ghetto, and therefore the basic chorus plays a story in the role of the story of the Jews in the Warsaw Ghetto, because it's used as a way of smuggling. People go out with the levaya, they try to get some food on the other side, they do some business. But one of the other things that happens is that the ghetto becomes the basic chorus becomes the final resting place of people who die in the ghetto. Now, what's the Warsaw Ghetto like? It's crowded conditions, it's starvation, typhus spreads. Before the first train leaves to Treblinka to bring Jews to the gas chambers, before the Nazis decide to deport them to Treblinka, the Jews are dying in the streets of the Warsaw Ghetto simply from the impossible living conditions. So much so that the pace of death picks up, that the Shepherd Kaddish is unable to bury them in normal graves. And people are piling up, there's bodies piling up in the streets. And the Rabbanim in Warsaw give a psak to bury them in a mass grave, which is not the halachically lechatchila thing to do. But these people died of diseases, it could spread, it's contagious, it's also bizayon hameis. There's piles of bodies, wagons carrying them out. So over here we have mass graves. When we think of mass graves, and we're going to see mass graves in Lithuania and Belarus the next couple of days. Mass graves in our mind, in the context of the Holocaust, is when the Nazis marched out the Jews from the town, had them dig a grave, and machine gunned them to death. That didn't happen in Poland, that happened in the East. Here in Poland, they bring them to the edge of the ghetto, they load them onto trains and bring them to Treblinka to the gas chambers. So why is there a mass grave here? And the answer is, like I said, the mass grave is the Shepherd Kaddish itself creates the mass grave. And there's close to 100,000 Jews buried in the mass graves of the Warsaw Basic Chorus in these areas and other places. People who died of the conditions of the ghetto.